Some places looked perfectly ordinary, a stretch of empty road, a field of grass, but beneath them, something waits. This is the story of the voices that called from underground. In the spring of 2009, a massive sinkhole swallowed part of Route 83 in rural Kentucky. Witnesses described the ground folding open like paper. I remember how the earth sounded, crumbling, distant, like it was falling forever. Dennis, a maintenance worker, was the first to look inside. He saw nothing but darkness and heard something moving. As he leaned closer, he heard a woman's voice echoing up from the hole. "Help me, please! I'm trapped!" Dennis called emergency services. Rescue crews arrived and lowered floodlights and cameras into the shaft, but they found no one, no footprints, no evidence that anyone had fallen in. They closed the road and posted warnings, but over the next week, dozens of drivers pulled over to report the same thing, a voice begging for help. Each time it sounded different. A woman, a child, an old man. "Can you hear me?" One night, Dennis returned alone. He couldn't stop thinking about the voices. He tied a rope to a guardrail and climbed down. The rope creaked, rocks fell. He descended 40 feet before the walls narrowed into a tunnel. The air was cold and damp. The voice came again, so close he felt the breath on his ear. "You found me!" His flashlight flickered. In the beam, he saw shapes carved into the rock. Hundreds of tiny handprints, some the size of a child's, some no bigger than a rat's paw. Scratch, scratch. He realized the handprints weren't just old marks. They were fresh. Panic took over. He scrambled back up the rope, tearing his palms bloody. Quick, ragged breathing. As he reached the surface, he dared to look back one last time. A pale face was peering up from the darkness, smiling, slow exhale. Authorities sealed the sinkhole with concrete. Dennis never spoke publicly about what he'd seen, but sometimes when the pavement cracks after heavy rain, drivers say they hear voices again, not asking for help, but whispering their names. So if you're driving down Route 83 and you see fresh cracks in the asphalt, roll up your windows, keep driving, and never stop to listen, because some things underground aren't meant to be found. Good night.